Me and my partner Aiden will be presenting a project on ethical dilemma. Well, what is ethical dilemma? An ethical dilemma is a conflict between alternatives where no matter what choice a person makes, some ethical principle will be compromised. Choosing between two of your favorite shirts, choosing a Netflix show, or even choosing what you want to eat are all decisions, and life is full of decisions. However, these aren't ethical decisions. Ethical decisions are quite different. Different options, eliminating those with an unethical result, and choosing the best are all ethical alternatives. For those who are unfamiliar, ethics are standards of right and wrong that act as a guide for what humans should do. Ethics outline the code of behavior for individuals and societal groups and are typically framed as virtues, duties, or socially acceptable actions. However, ethics are also guided by laws, cultural norms, policies, personal experience, and philosophical schools of thought. So doing the right thing is a combination of personal, professional, and societal ethics. Most of us are taught right from wrong at a very early age, but there are also situations where you find yourself caught between two right decisions and are forced to make a choice between them. Such an ethical dilemma consists of a situation where a person should do both things being presented, yet the two things stand in conflict for whatever reason, and only one can be performed. Not choosing one right thing does allow the person to choose the other right thing, but this simultaneously condemns him to do an ethical failure. No matter what he'll do something wrong. Some examples of ethical dilemmas include truth versus loyalty, individual versus community, short-term versus long-term, and justice versus mercy. In many scenarios, these ideals are both right, but only one can be chosen, a decision that is often based on our individual values and current context. For those who may still be unclear about ethical dilemmas, perhaps an example will help. Imagine that your friend is heading out for a date and asks you if you like your dress. Even though you personally don't find the dress very attractive, you tell her the truth or keep quiet. This is an example of truth versus loyalty. On one side is loyalty to your friend as a supportive roommate, while the other side is a truthful answer to her question. While such situations can be perplexing, there are various approaches to thinking about ethical decision-making. The ends-based approach means choosing what does the greatest good for the greatest number. The rules-based approach is straightforward, stick to the rules, and don't worry about the result. The care-based approach is basically the golden rule. Treat others how you'd like to be treated. When faced with an ethical dilemma, be sure to consider all possible options. We often operate in a binary, and our mind will limit itself to two conflicting options, even if there are choices on the table. Fortunately, there's a simple, 3-step process to resolving an ethical dilemma. Step 1. Analyze the consequences before making a choice. Consider both the positive and negative consequences of each option, not only their quantity, but also their quality. For example, health is more important than a new TV, while betraying a friend is more harmful than a mission of truth. Step 2. Analyze the actions. Some actions are inherently good, such as keeping promises, while others are bad, such as theft. Even if good things come from bad actions, the action will never truly be right. Consider this possible conflict between making a hard ethical choice. Step 3. Make a decision, analyze the consequences, and actions will act as a check on your behavior, making the most ethical choice clear in a given scenario. However, if you find yourself stuck, speak to others about the dilemma. Getting the option of other knowledgeable and ethical people usually helps. After making a decision, analyze the impacts of your choice. In this period of reflection, consider what you can do to prevent such a dilemma from happening again.
You can go through the steps and analyze comparing what was given to you to your specific problem and extract what you can and cannot fix. Ethical dilemmas are called ethical dilemmas for a reason. It is because they aren't easy to solve, something is always going to go wrong, and there will always be a sacrifice made to find the best outcome for the situation. When faced with these ethical dilemmas, make sure to recognize the ethical dilemma. Understanding exactly what is wrong and where it went wrong is a key factor in knowing what areas to attack in the dilemma. Identify a point of view, get everybody's point of view in the situation, and if you are caught in the dilemma, then try to look at it from the opposite side's view. Next is gather resources and assistance, get help and information on the topic and situation to help you accurately fix it, have a plan, create an outline of what it is you are going to do to fix a problem, take action based on ethical standards, and take into account your surroundings and previous precedents that were set in similar dilemmas.